everyone, welcome to Smart Cash Streams. Today I'm going to talk about the power of Townstar NFTs. So if you don't already know what an NFT is, it is essentially a unique item that exists on the blockchain and it is in limited supply. So this could be a collectible item or it can be sold or it can be traded to someone else. Essentially, an NFT functions as an in-game item that has a purpose and it's useful, kind of like any other building or crops or so on, but they are special. They provide an advantage and essentially lift your game to the next level. They are a great addition to Townstar, and if you're wanting to rank high and higher and compete with the best of the best, you will need NFTs in this game. So I have bought myself two NFTs, and because I am a Gala Games gold member, I've got an Express Depot NFT, which is pretty cool. So just to give you an indication as to how the Express Depot works, let's first start with the Trade Depot. So when I go to sell, and the orders are just loading, it takes 45 seconds for my Trade Depot to go all the way to Edmonton and back, essentially. So if we just mix that out or change that for the Express Depot. Oh, and if you have the Express Depot and you remove the Trade Depot, you can get yourself an extra $1,250 to start in the game, which is very useful because any extra money you have in the very early stages of the game is beneficial. So remember, it took 45 seconds to do the initial trade by going to Edmonton. So let's remove that and let's put in place the Express Depot. So it appears instantly. That's another added benefit. There is no need to use a builder to build it or it needing crafting materials. None of that. It appears instantly in the game. It now takes 34 seconds. So the Express Depot reduces the time it takes to sell items to the town, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to show the CraneBot and Wheat NFTs as well. So let me do a wool rush kind of start to the game. So let me first sell these ponds quickly. Okay, so now that I've got some money, I'm going to start with the wool rush so I can showcase the CraneBot and the wheat stand. So let's first have a look at the CraneBot. It is essentially an upgraded version of the Builder House. So this will be a crane when it comes out, and it'll be a lot more faster than the Builder House guy, who walks very slowly, as you know. So let's have a look at the speeds compared between the two. Let's put down a sheep pen, and we will see the speed in comparison. And also consider that the CraneBot started a bit further away than the Builder House guy. And look, he's already there. He's pretty much there, and the Builder House guy is only halfway there. That's one log down. It is incredible how quick the CraneBot is. It's so much faster than the Builder House. It's essentially twice the speed. The Builder House guy is only just getting there. And there we go. He's put down his wood, and the CraneBot has put down his other piece of wood. So the CraneBot has essentially put down two pieces of wood in comparison to the Builder House putting down one piece of wood in the same time. So it is much quicker. Essentially, a CraneBot is worth two Builder Houses. That's how good they are. So let me start with a trough, a couple feed mills. Just need a bit extra cash, so I don't mind selling some gasoline. Okay, so now we are pretty much ready to go. So let me complete the building of the feed mills, and you will see that the ranch house girl is going off to the silo to get some wheat to then take it to the feed mill, which will produce the feed for the trough, and the sheep will eat the feed from the trough. So as you can see, it takes quite a bit of time to go back and forth from the feed mill to then the silo, and then I've got my feed which is ready, but uh, she's off going to get some wheat from the silo and isn't putting it in the trough. So a lot of time is being wasted, and this wheat stand that I'm about to put down is going to save all of that time. It's going to save the trip to the silo because these feed mills will automatically be filled. So let me show you that quickly. And by the way, by putting down the wheat stand, it has to be next to a road, which is why I put this road over here, so I can put over here. So let's put down this wheat stand. There we go. And it went down immediately. And as you can see, these feed mills are just instantaneously filled with wheat. So all my ranch house girl has to do is go and collect the feed mill and collect the feed and put it in the trough, and then the sheep will go and eat the feed. That easy. And also, I don't have to put additional wheat fields around here. It I can save a lot of space, and I can put other buildings close by, because normally I'd have to think about shade effect and so on. Like I wouldn't normally put my storehouse so close so that when the sheep pen has produced its wool, the ranch house girl will take it straight to the storehouse. I don't have to think about putting the storehouse down here or somewhere over here, out of the way of the wheat fields, which I would normally put close-ish to the I'll normally put it close to the sheep, and I'll normally have the silo kind of close to where the feed mills are, so that the ranch house girl doesn't have to travel that much of a distance to collect the wheat from the silo and then transporting it to the feed mill. So this just saves a lot of time, and all she has to do is go back and forth between the feed mill and the trough, and it's that easy. It's increases the time to then produce the wool because it's the feed that takes the longest to collect for the sheep. So that's why I really like this wheat stand. So just going over the wheat stand, the one I've got is a rare wheat stand, so it produces 3 wheat in the tile around it, and then from the second tile it produces 2 wheat, and then the third tile it produces 1 wheat. So I could even have this wheat stand on the other side and it'll still automatically fill the feed mill. So I'll show you quickly. I'll remove that and put it over here, and it'll automatically refill the feed mill when my ranch house girl takes out the feed. So let's have a look. There we go. 1 wheat has automatically been put in the feed mill. And the wheat stand is all the way over here because it still has 1 wheat effect for this row here. 3, 2, 1 wheat effect over here. And that's pretty cool. And as you saw, I can change the position and remove it, and it's instantaneous. I don't need to worry about my crane bot or anyone else having to collect resources to build this, so that's pretty cool. So those are the 3 NFTs that I've got. There are far more NFTs in Townstar, which unfortunately I don't have. They do cost quite a bit of money, especially when you go up in the rarity of the NFT. So as I mentioned, I've got a rare wheat stand. So if you're looking at wheat stands, the basic one is just a standard wheat stand, and that gives 2 wheat to the tile surrounding it, and then 1 wheat to the second tile. And then a rare one, as I mentioned, gives wheat in a radius of 3 tiles. So 3 wheat in the closest tile, and then 2, and then 1. And then epic gives 4 wheat, so the radius increases by 1. So over here, the wheat will be 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And legendary wheat stand gives you 5 wheat. So those are extremely expensive. Not many people own them. But I wish I had a legendary stand, but couldn't quite afford it. So a rare one will do me just fine. And then you also have sugarcane stands, and it's a similar effect to the wheat stand. They, instead of giving wheat, they give you passive sugarcane, which is pretty cool. And there are also cotton stands, but there aren't very many sugarcane and cotton stands that you can get at the moment. And there are also fountains. So fountains are a really big advantage in the game because you can put down a fountain anywhere in your town and you've got instantaneous water. So a fountain acts as a pond. A normal fountain, like an OK fountain, gives you the same effects as a pond. It gives you 2 water for the tile surrounding the pond, and then 1 water the second tile away. And a good fountain gives you 3 water for the closest tile, and then 2 and then 1. And a great fountain gives you 4 water for the closest tile, and then 3 water, and then 2 and then 1. And a majestic fountain gives you the same effect as being right next to a river. So right next to that fountain, it'll be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 water effect surrounding that majestic fountain. And this is a huge advantage when starting out in the game, especially if you're going to be starting out in the desert where there is no water. You don't get to start with any rivers or lots of ponds like you do in the forest. You only start out with 1 pond in the desert. But at least if you've got fountains, you can then use that additional water to develop your town much quicker than anyone else. And if you are wondering where to find these NFTs, well, some of them drop to Gala Games node owners when they are released, but these NFTs that I'm talking about have already been released. So you can probably buy them on market sites such as OpenSea.io. That's where I got mine. So if I show you quickly, here is OpenSea, and this is my account, and these are my NFTs that I have associated to my account. So this is my crane bot, my wheat stand, arrow tower for fortified, and my express depot. So on OpenSea, you can search for more NFTs in Townstar, and you can buy them with cryptocurrency. So you can buy them with Gala Coins, you can buy them with Ethereum and USDC. And if you are interested in gaining advantage and competing with the top players and also kind of making things easier for yourself essentially while playing Townstar, then it's worth your while having a look at the NFTs and seeing which ones you may want to get. I think that's pretty much it. If anyone is interested in more videos, please do subscribe to the channel and hit that like button if you found this video useful. If anyone wants to support me further, you can always donate NFTs to my account. That's always greatly appreciated if you want to donate an NFT. And if you've never played Townstar before, there's a link in the description below to join Gala Games and start playing Townstar. Okay, thanks everyone. I'll see you later. Bye.